there is now 18 points between Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. But if you were to ask the most optimistic Orlando Pirates fan about the chances of that team winning the league, they would go, yeah, sure, we can still win the league. You know why we can still win the league? Because we're 4 games in hand. If we're to win those games in hand, we are 2 points behind Mamelodi Sundowns. And that means Sundowns can still drop points wherever, because these things happen. This is football. But then someone else will say, ish, I hear you, Bakania. But the problem is that means of the remaining 12 games that you have in the PSL, that means you have to win all of them and not slip up and hope and pray that there's a team that's going to be bold enough to go out there and beat Mamelodi Sundowns. So mathematically, it's still very much possible for Orlando Pirates to win the league. But realistically, it's just not going to happen. We all know this. However, this game that they're playing this weekend could be a way of Pirates to screw Sundowns over. What do I mean by that? By the way, we still have other things to talk about, like the selection of the squad by Hugo Broos, so stay tuned for that. And while we're here, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. How can Orlando Pirates screw over Mamelodi Sundowns? Well, let me tell you. So Pirates win the game, right? So that means they close the gap to 15 points with 3 games in hand. And the mindset is we're going to win the other 3 games, and the gap is going to be, obviously, right, it's going to be 4 points at that point. So now, the thinking now on Mamelodi Sundowns' mind is, okay, Pirates have beat us and they've won the 3 games after that. That means they're gaining momentum and they're continuing to win. That, Tukat also says, I cannot afford to drop the ball now. I have to continue playing my best players. And in him doing that, in trying to win all the games so that he can wrap up the league as quickly as possible, him playing those players, the best players, for every game, it now means when the CAF Champions League comes around, those players are fatigued. Because we saw what Manqoba Mngqithi was trying to do. He was trying to save the best players for the Champions League and rotate for the league and play some fringe players in the, what do you call this, in the domestic cups. But what he was actually doing by losing those games, he was upsetting those people up top. And by doing that, Mamelodi Sundowns ended up sacking him. So Cardoso will not want to do that because he can clearly see that Mamelodi Sundowns are not playing around. They fired Manqoba Mngqithi while he was on top of the log. Like, let that sink in. So the mentality over there is they must win everything. So Pirates can actually cause panic this coming weekend. Am I saying they're going to beat them? No, I'm not saying they're going to beat them. But if we look from a tactical approach of Mamelodi Sundowns, Pirates might be in trouble. Why am I even talking about that? Because if you look at the combination there, kunombokazi lapha udlala noSibisi, ne? If they play that combination. But the coach might just think, let's go with experience of Uxoki and Mbokazi, which would be a problem because Uxoki, since he came back from his injury, has not looked like himself. So if you now bring him back again and you want him to play against Sundowns and then they baptize him again, it's going to be problems. But at the same time, you have Mbokazi, who you can play, but at the same time, you have Abo Ikram Reyners, you have Abo Shalulile chasing down Nomvete's record, you have Ribero Costa drifting around the 18 area. You see the problems that we're presenting. This boy is now being baptized with fire. Be ready, because if he's not ready, they're going to destroy him. They play with such intensity. And what I've seen with Pirates when I've analyzed some games that are here on the channel, you will see also that there is a lot of those quick switches to the right-hand side, from their right-hand side, Mamelodi Sundowns, to the left, to the right-hand side of the team that they're playing against. And they're trying to use the pace of Reyners in behind, and they're trying to use Ribero Costa to come in and receive a market back, as we saw the goal that he scored against Kaizer Chiefs. So there is always something. If it's not the ball being played to Shalulile centrally finishing off, you have Abo Adams making late runs into the box. You have Abo Ribero Costa also making late runs into the box. Not even to mention what he does when he's on the ball and having people who are willing to run on the side. And right now you have Orlando Pirates seemingly like they are confused with what they want to do with their wingers. Seems like they want to change Urem Fukeng from being a winger into being a 10. Not even having him invert from the left wing into being a second 10, but now they're making him a 10-10. Now, obviously, in the previous game, because Utito had just returned from injury, so this game they could bring back Utito and make him play as a 10. But what we've also seen with Pirates is the fact that with Utito, they are trying to remove him from midfield because usually any team that they play against, the midfield is packed. So they push him outside of the midfield so that he can go and play the ball there. The problem is if they lose the ball, they are already outnumbered in midfield because now it's only Makaula and Bata or Makaula and Msele who are left in that midfield. And now Sundowns have Abo Allende, they have Umkwena, they have Jaden Adams. So it's already 3v2. I'm not even mentioning what happens with Ripero dropping into midfield and making it a 4v2, which then spells problems for a Pirate. Not even to mention the fact that now when Utito, when he does play, sometimes they put him as if he's a right winger and he's supposed to help Uputilo Waga Van Rooyen. And if that doesn't happen, then Utito goes into midfield or even to the other side, and they usually overload that side. Him, Hoto, and Mfukeng, they are just all on that left-hand side. And in doing that, they leave Van Rooyen having to cover all that space when overlapping. And if overlaps, he leaves a huge gap, and then Urenas can then attack that space. And by the way, this is not fantasy that I'm talking about. Go watch this video where I was analyzing how Pirates lost their previous game 4-1 to Mamelodi Sundowns. These are the things that actually happened in that game. They were trying to overload the left-hand side, which worked for them because they did get a goal. But then Sundowns then pickpocketed them on the other side. But one would obviously think, they would be more disciplined. Maybe they would play Ushandu this time around because he knows how to be a right midfielder, but he can also try to be a right winger. But for the most people that I've talked to, well, not most people that I've talked to, but some Pirates fans that I've talked to, and even from me watching it, I've seen that that experiment is not really working, right? Because he's not impacted the game as much, which means they are just better suited with Nkota playing in that position and trying to cross trouble for Utiwan if they play Utiwan or Modiba if they play Modiba. So does this mean that Mpilo just hates the Pirates and he wants them to lose? No, I would actually want Pirates to win. Reason being, it would just be fun to see how Sundowns will react, like in terms of going forward. Are they going to continue fielding their best team, or are they going to say, you know what, we did lose this game, but we still have this league wrapped. We are winning the league. So I still want an interesting end to the season. So I wouldn't mind. I would actually love to see Pirates win, and not because I have any good and nice feelings towards those ones. But where we want to talk about as well, we also want to talk about the fact that now I wanted to talk about Bafana and react to that, but I'm realizing, Guti, that probably deserves a video on its own. So if you're interested in that particular video, me reacting to the squad by Hugo Bruce, do let me know down in the comment section below. But thank you so much for watching. How do you see the game against Sundowns, Pirates versus Sundowns going? Let me know down in the comment section below. Bye-bye, and I will see you on the next one. No.